for that, didn't you?
No, Clive, we don't want that. We're on air now, Clive. I want to do this here. I want to talk about wristwatch stupidity.
You mean flipping a 4-digit sub for an M manure?
Well, a bit more than that. I've got a guy. This came in. This is a guy, Nick. He had a ceramic Submariner, and he had an IWC chronograph.
Sea Dweller, right?
And he wanted to trade both in. It was actually a date Submariner ceramic, which is a pretty cool piece. That's a cool piece. But this guy wants to trade it in. Trade in his IWC. You know, okay. You know, you may not like IWC, but this is crazy. 2 for 1. And you've got to say, how much extra is he getting in the red Sea Dweller? Is it worth? I mean, no. I think the problem is people get bored and they want the latest and greatest. They want to try the new thing. That's what they want to do. They want to try the new. They always want new, but they can't afford to just keep everything. So they flip and lose money. Flip and burn, flip and burn, flip and burn, flip and burn. And I got to tell you, I think it's just stupidity. What do you think?
Well, he's obviously fallen for the Rolex Fonzie scheme.
Yes. I mean, I understand. I haven't always made money on watches. I have lost big money on watches. Yes, I have. I lost $1,500 on the AP. That's the Royal Oak. I had serviced and had to sold it because I just got so angry with it. I lost money on. There's a lot of things I've lost money on. I've made money too. I must admit, I have made some money. But to constantly need the latest model, it's like buying a car. If you go and trade it in every 2 years,
you're taking a bath.
You're not going to be. Yes, the new model does a few things nicer. Yes, I can see that. But man, you are going to be taking a bath. And I've actually got a good friend of mine in England. He's not that wealthy, but he loves watches.
Mm-hmm.
He's churned through probably a dozen watches in the last 7 years.
Right.
And he started off with a Patek Aquanaut. And he had this collection. He had nice pieces. He had a Sea Dweller. He had a Deep Sea. He had a Explorer 2 42 mil. And now all he's got is a ceramic no-date sub.
Yeah.
And I said to him, you know, every deal you've done, you've kind of lost a bit. And he's even done stupid things. He went into an AD and they made him feel special. So he bought an Oyster Perpetual from them.
Really? Did he get a discount?
No discount.
Okay, well, it's UK anyway, so I understand it's kind of really highly inflated over there anyway, but still.
Yeah, but can you understand this? He went there. They got the watch in. They said, "Oh, we can get any watch in for you." They showed him, and he kind of felt obligated to buy it. An Oyster Perpetual, no discount. Do you understand that words?
Yeah, no, I don't. I hear the words, I don't understand what they mean together. Well, and the thing is, I think they kind of create that expectation with people anyway, because they want to make you feel less than if you walk out without a sale. It's subtle high pressure sales tactics.
Yes, and I got to tell you, I mean, seriously. Constantly flipping new models, that's not the way to do things, is it? I mean, I don't tell people to go and buy new. Sometimes if you are going to buy new, I say, well, buy a Steel Sports Rolex. Steel Sports Rolex, it's not, I don't recommend it. I'm not saying do it, but if you're going to buy something new, that's the lesser of the evils, lesser of the two evils. And then
the fisting is not as deep.
Exactly. And I've got to tell you, Clive, it's pretty damn disappointing when these people just constantly flip, churn and burn, churn and burn, churn and burn.
Buying them for retail and selling them, trading them back for wholesale is never a winning proposition.
No, that's exactly it. And I think it's because people, they want the attention of the latest model. You know what I mean? They're not really, they want the attention, I think.
Well, true, but no one except really another
watch person would know.
Yeah, exactly. And part of it, you know, of course, Rolex is really good about upping the hype, coming up with something. You know, they're almost as good as Apple with, hey, we've got this new model, and everyone's foaming at the mouth for it. But the Red Sea Dweller, I kind of think that everyone's excited about, the red line, but I don't think they're going to do it for a year or two and then go back to a white line or something.
Look, I can't see Rolex giving you an opportunity to do anything. If you look at what they did with the Deep Sea, that was the 44 mil monster. It got very soft at the end there. You know, it's very soft. They brought out the James. They brought out the James.
They're going to ride that pony till it collapses and dies, and then they'll bring out another one.
Exactly, which is what, the whole thing about Rolex I loved is they were timeless. You bought a Rolex and it lasted you a lifetime. You didn't have to constantly change it because the new model came out or this or that. I mean, some of these collectors here, I got to tell you, Clive, the mentality is different. Some of these collectors here are saying, oh, I want to get the new one. I want to do this. I want to do that. But the whole point of a Rolex is you buy one to last you a lifetime, isn't it? Do you really need to have a massive collection of these things?
No, absolutely not. And if you have a massive collection, would like to go down to one, please send your unused pieces to me, Clyde Anderson, at 6636 Northwest. Oh, probably shouldn't do that. Anyway, but yeah, but everyone had like one watch. They only had money to have one watch, so they put a lot of thought and a lot of effort into that one watch.
Yes.
Like for instance, my bubble back.
It's a semi-bubble back, Clive. It's not a bubble back. It's semi-bubble.
Well, my semi-bubble back with the Explorer dial.
Yeah.
Its serial number is like 434,000, which puts it in 1958. And that is not the 434,000 one that they made in 1958. That was the 434,000th one that they made since the beginning of Rolex. Yes. Everyone didn't have 5 Rolexes back then.
That's exactly. The world was a smaller place, and Rolexes were dear.
Exactly, and you had one, you kept it, and you held on to it and gave it to your kids.
That's
or squandered it away drinking and whoring. But generally kids.
Yes. Clive, you're so right. I don't know why people need to constantly change and do things. It's disappointing. So, Clive, let's wrap this up. So, the advice is don't get sucked in by this marketing hype. If you've got a ceramic date sub, that's cool. You don't need to have the latest and greatest. There's always a better model around the corner. That's how marketing and consumerism works. Man, some people just so damn shallow at times,
Remember, kids, flippers are failures.
Yes. Clive, let's end this. I want to do another show.
All right,
Well,
I've got to make a phone call to a client real quick. I've got a divorce guy that's going nuts on me.
okay. No
Give me like
worries.
5 minutes.
Sure. Thanks,
Bye.
Clive. Great to